Hi ladies, hi gents, I hope you're all well. I just want to share a project with you. And last weekend we had super hot weather here for the UK. At this time of the year was amazing. Um, it would be amazing any time of the year here. But so we spent most of the weekend in the garden. One day was gardening, cutting the grass, weeding, whatever, and the next day I actually sat in the garden and did some sewing, hand sewing. So I'm going to share what I made with you. Okay, so this is a little bag. I'm just going to show you the bag first. It's a little knitted bag that you can see here. And I found this at a car boot sale last weekend as well, and it was 50p, and I thought, do you know what, that would be great to hand stitch onto, which is what I did. But what I did is I pulled out, and I wait for it, my suitcase with my antique laces, and I thought, do you know what, I'm going to make myself a little bag with some beautiful antique laces. They sit in my suitcase. I open it every so often. I admire them, and I thought, do you know what? I'm going to use a few of them. I know, it's amazing. Anyway, so this is the back of the bag. Is it all in shot? I think so. So, and all the laces are hand stitched on. So I started with this tatting here, and I literally hand stitched it on to the bottom of the bag along here, all the way along. And I'm not the neatest sewer by any means, I really am not. So that's hand stitched on there. And then I had this beautiful wide lace that ran from the top of the bag down, and I stitched it at the top only. Hang on, that's as far as I can go. So I stitched it at the top of the bag only and let it hang down. And it's so delicate and so soft, but I really wanted to use some of these. And again, this wide white antique lace, I did the same, stitched it across the top. I did stitch it down this one side. I'll explain why just down the one side in a moment. This piece coming across here was from a damaged collar piece that I got in a bundle from eBay, and I thought it would be perfect. So I literally just stitched it on across the top of it. I didn't stitch the bottom of any of these pieces. This is another piece from a damaged collar, and then there's a couple of laces here which I think came off tablecloths actually. This one might have been a collar as well. And then this piece fanning out across here. Now these all of these laces carry over onto the front, so I kind of wrapped them around the bag, which I'll show you in a moment. And then down this side where I had stitched on, I decided to add some dangles. And again, these are all small, very delicate antique laces, and a little bit of sari silk. And then I attached them here with a glass button. And then another set here, and again attached with a glass button here. I'll just zoom in a bit. And then a third set, and again attached with glass buttons. So I varied the size of the glass buttons from small, medium and larger here. Before I talk about this piece over here, I'm going to show you the handle. So again, the handle was knitted, and I just used a couple of laces and stitched them onto the handle. I layered them to give it a bit more strength, but it's, you know. So that's the handle. Okay, let me show you the front. So you will see the same laces, but they've all been carried over onto the front, so they're basically wrapped over. So if I go, zoom out again, here, you'll see that again the tatting carried round to the front, this same gorgeous wide lace, the white lace, and again I hand stitched this down that same side. So basically the lace wrapped around the front to the back, and it's stitched down this side of the bag and across the top. This beautiful, I love this lace. This was a collar piece and some of it was damaged, so I cut the damaged piece off, and you can see this hangs down all the way, and it's got the raw edge there. I didn't do anything to that because I like the raw edge, and then it basically goes all the way across the bag up to here and round onto the back. This is the collar piece. Again, it goes all the way across the front, and again that's where it then goes round onto the back, and the same with this piece and these laces, so they all carry from the front onto the back like so. It's got a little closure here, which again was like knitted, and again I used the same lace that I used on the handle on here. The inside is lined, and I've popped another glass button on here for that closure. I absolutely love this lace. I stitched a couple of my handmade flowers on here, and then I just popped one of the pearl brooches that I love and collect on there, because obviously it's removable, so I can take that off. It's not stuck on there or anything. So then what I want to show you as well is this bit. So basically this really wide lace that I wrapped from one side of the bag right round, I left extra on here. Oh. Let me flatten it out. So that's the extra you can see that I've left on, and because I've stitched it down the side, that then drops and hangs, and I just love how that looks. I absolutely love how that looks. And again, I've left the raw edges. I haven't done anything to those. I also then gathered up a piece of this slightly cream lace. I gathered it at the top and stitched it onto the side of the bag, so that that then hangs down too, like so. This was like a half of a bow, like vintage bow, that obviously came off a dress. Actually, it is definitely antique. It's very, very fine. So I cut it in half and used one half, so again that could hang down. And then this was some more of this lace, but it was a smaller piece, and again I gathered it and stitched it onto the side of the bag so that that could hang down as well. So I've got this lovely sort of cascade of lace hanging down the side of the bag. And this is just the ruffle of that lace over the top. So if I lift it up, let me see, you will see that that all hangs down the side of the bag. And then on the back you can also see it hangs down, but with all the tassels as well. I'm just so thrilled with how it turned out. I really am. I'm just really happy how it turned out. I really am. And obviously with it being like antique lace, it can't be like an everyday bag. I will use it if I'm going somewhere nice and I don't want it to get damaged, but I will use it, but only for certain occasions because obviously I don't want the antique lace to get damaged. So yeah, so that's the little bag that I've stitched all this beautiful lace onto. And like I say, I'm really, really happy how it turned out. Yeah, so do let me know what you think. And I have started work on something else. I'm not getting very far, but I'm trying. But let me know what you think of this, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I will be back soon with another project. And I hope you'll have a wonderful weekend, and I will speak to you all soon. Bye for now.